Now if you've developed a leak right along here and you're sure it's not a crack in the fill valve or a crack in the supply line, you know it's coming from this area here, the best way to do it is to replace the gasket on that and maybe replace the nut too if there's any concern over its condition. Once the water is turned off, you've removed the supply valve, the supply line connection rather here. Drain the tank, make sure it's as empty as possible. You'll need to remove this nut, which might require a wrench, but you certainly don't want to use a wrench to replace it. Now once you remove that supply line, or that fill valve, once you remove it, you'll see that it has this gasket, this conical shaped gasket. That's where your problem is if you have a leak. A new gasket looks like so. Screws right on where the old gasket went. Check the opening for debris, make sure it's clean, then reinsert this. And once that's inserted and seated properly, if you've decided to replace the nut as well, install your new nut, otherwise install the old one. I like to push down on the top of the fill valve a little bit, but not too crazy. Just enough, with a little bit of a wiggle to make sure that rubber gasket seals good. Once that's good, not much more than hand tight. I'm going to screw the supply line on. Make sure I don't cross thread it. Ooh, you're being stubborn. There we go. Once again, just hand tight with that hose as well. Turn on the supply valve, fill the tank, double checks for leaks. And that's all it takes to fix a leak at the base of the fill valve.